Welcome back. A fresh twist has emerged in the Saif Ali Khan stabbing case. As per sources, the investigation has revealed that the 19 sets of fingerprints collected from his residence do not match those of the accused, Shariful Islam. However, the Bandra police now await the final fingerprint report. The Mumbai police will soon conduct a facial recognition test on the attacker accused as well. And the cops have revealed information about the motives for the attack. Reportedly, the accused had conducted recce on Shah Rukh Khan's home. However, as he couldn't steal anything from Mannat, the accused then targeted Saif Ali Khan's home. Now, days after the insurance provider, Niva Bupa, had swiftly approved a medical claim for actor Saif Ali Khan following a knife attack at his Bandra residence, the Mumbai-based Association of Medical Consultants has raised concerns over preferential treatment for celebrities. The Association of Medical Consultants, representing over 14,000 doctors, has written to the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority, questioning the swift cashless clearance of nearly 25 lakh rupees for Khan's 5-day hospital stay. The Association of Medical Consultants called this practice discriminatory, arguing that insurance should benefit all policyholders equally without bias based on social status. The organization has also urged the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority to investigate this matter, ensure equal treatment for all policyholders, and implement guidelines promoting transparency when it comes to Mediclaim approvals. Now, a false alert by the Railway Protection Force to the Mumbai police about identifying the suspect in the attack on actor Saif Ali Khan has severely impacted the life of 31-year-old Akash Kailash Kanodia, costing him both his job and his marriage prospects. Kanodia was detained by the RPF at the Durg railway station on the 18th of January while travelling on the Nyaneswari Express from Mumbai to Bilaspur to meet his prospective bride. The RPF had mistakenly informed the Mumbai police, claiming Kanodia was responsible for the burglary attempt at Khan's Bandra residence. Now, we're going to be focusing on a particular aspect of what we just spoke to you about, which is the insurance aspect and the controversy around it. And to get us more of a perspective, we have our guest joining us at this point. We have Ms. Shalini Kohli, who is a financial coach and owns the company Wealth Vedas, is also a distributor for Niva Bupa, the health insurance company. And we also have Professor Sriram Khanna, the managing editor of Consumer Voice magazine, joining us. Thank you so much to both of you for joining us and taking out the time to speak to us about this particular controversy. Ms. Kohli, I want to come to you first and ask you about this because you would have the correct perspective as far as insurance claims are concerned. You know, what's being stated by the AMC at this point, and which again represents over 14,000 doctors, is that the insurance claim was approved within hours of Saif Ali Khan's admission to Lilavati Hospital. Is this usual? Was there preferential treatment? Is now the big question.
Thank you for inviting me to this. First of all, it is not only Saif Ali Khan's clearance which came, it happens with all our policyholders. I am with the organization since inception. It's almost 15 years plus now, earlier known as Max Bupa. And insurance claim is dependent on a couple of factors. The kind of policy you hold. If you are an elite customer paying a higher premium and you want better benefit program, you are giving a cost to that, and you will be accordingly, your claim will or the amount will be settled because your policy is going to be a superior one with extra benefits. Second part is the complete transparency in how the pre-authorization is sent by the hospital. So if this pre-auth is in a clear manner and all the factors are being which the doctor checks to clear the claim, there is a team sitting behind in the medical insurance company which looks into the authenticity of the claim. If that is clear, and third, that your connect your service provider, or I would say the Catalyst Connect. I think this was a policy which was done. The advisory or the service provider was a bank. So if that person comes in the picture to provide all the right information along with the hospital to the medical insurance company so that this claim is transparently settled. It is not only Saif Ali Khan's, all our policy holders, Their claims are settled in the same prompt manner. There is a turnaround time of about 2 hours. But I have seen and I've experienced this personally. At times, this claim settlement happens in half an hour time. Depends in what kind of a product have
Okay.
you gone ahead with. If you're, let's assume a customer has taken a policy which has, I would say, a 20% co-payment issue, and 80% is paid by the insurance company. Most of the younger generation who are getting employer covers from their respective workplaces, there they prefer going with co-payment kind of policies. And they are not aware that first the co-payment would be cleared by themselves or by their company or their employer, then the 80% would be given by the insurance company. So, are you getting my point? It depends on what kind of a product you have. Most of the time, when we
Okay.
sell a product to a customer, because I'm an advisor, I'm not just a seller. So, advisor means you are finding the requirement of the customer, understanding the need, what kind of a policy requirement he has, and then suggesting him that you go ahead with this kind of a product. Now, what happens is customer is
Ms.
not
Kohli, want
understanding.
to interrupt you here for a second because I just want to draw your attention to something else that's also being said in the entire realm of things. As you're explaining what the process is, what the protocol is, there is a question which has been asked by a health insurance expert, essentially saying that the protocol, one aspect of it, was waived off when we talk about Saif Ali Khan's case. And that protocol aspect is about waiting for an FIR copy. Is that true?
FIR see, there are certain documents which are required, but tell me, ma'am, if somebody is in the verge of life and death and has been accidentally hit, will the medical hospital authorities wait for the FIR copy or do the treatment? Tell me, if you would have been on
I'm not
that
sure.
place
As
as
far
a
as insurance
doctor,
is concerned,
what is
you're the one who will be able to shed light on that.
so first of all, ma'am, definitely because this was a cashless treatment, the full and final bill is settled, and the pre-auth comes first. Pre-auth is just given on the occurrence of the event, what all requirement comes, and the full and final settlement happens when all the documents are provided. So what I understand is that when this entire money
Okay.
was paid, they checked on each and every aspect of all the policy requirements, or the claim requirements, and then this money was paid. The pre-auth is based on a expense which the hospital raises looking at the emergency or the immediate requirement of the case. So that pre-auth came immediately, which was for everyone. Whosoever enters the hospital has a policy. The hospital authorities shares the case with insurance company. Insurance company just checks that okay, all the requirement documents like a KYC requirement or the policy document, they just match that. And what is the condition? The customer is been admitted to the hospital, and they give a yes, okay, that this is the policy value, this is what how much
Okay.
we are going to be this is an approx figure. The final settlement happens on the
Understood.
date of
Ms. Kohli,
discharge.
do remain with us for a minute. We also want to bring in a word from Professor Sriram Khanna, who remains with us. Once again, for our viewers, he is the managing editor of Consumer Voice magazine. Mr. Khanna, I think you were able to listen in to what Ms. Kohli was saying about the policy, and what she had to say again is, of course, in response to what the AMC has criticized, saying that there is preferential treatment as far as celebrities are concerned. Mr. Khanna, what the response has been basically about is that this is the treatment which is given to all policyholders as far as this insurance company is concerned. So my question to you now is, as far as the AMC's criticism is related to this, how much merit is there? Because the AMC represents over 14,000 doctors. When we talk about what they've said about preferential treatment, how many challenges does the general consumer face when it comes to filing an insurance claim and getting that
I
approved
am in
as
full
well?
agreement with the response from the Doctors Association in this case. This is clearly a case of preferential treatment.
Okay.
And what the lady on the screen has just said is what the insurance companies would like you to believe. She is defending whatever the insurance company's claim is being done, and she is completely oblivious or hiding the 2 lanes that are made. There are 2 lanes. When you arrive at a hospital, if you are well known to the doctors, if you are well known to the management of the hospital, if you are well known to the TPA, everything is smooth. Or if you're a celebrity, you are in the queue, that is out of turn. First come, first serve nahi hoga. You are out of turn, you will be treated. But when there is an ordinary consumer, and his policy should be in the records of the TPA, and there should be an online connection with the insurance company. I have seen cases where TPAs will take days to give okay, and the hospital will hold up the admission. If it is an emergency case, they are forced to take him. But if it is not an emergency case, they can keep him waiting without admitting him. Ki aapka TPA nahi aaya, paise jama karao. And this is every day happening in every hospital in this country. And what Madam is saying is what she would like you to believe. I think she is speaking on behalf of the insurance companies while claiming to be an advisor.
I'm not.
No longer independent.
I'm not.
Also, I'd like to tell you, I must tell you that in the state of Gujarat, a study was done by a law university.
Ms. Kohli, we'll come to you for a short response. We'll let Mr. Khanna finish.
In all consumer courts are against insurance companies, most of which are health insurance companies. If what she is saying is correct, why are these cases in consumer courts? Hundreds and thousands of them. Because what is being stated at the time of selling the insurance is entirely different from what happens when you arrive to get yourself Medicare at a hospital. And this is the case of private hospitals. And not only that, they are also, gaming the Ayushman Bharat Yojana. They are trying to inflate the bills. The insurance companies, along
Absolutely.
with the...
Mr. Khanna, we're a little short on time. We'll get a quick response from Ms. Kohli on this. Ms. Kohli, I'll give you about a minute. Do respond to what Mr. Khanna had to say about this.
I agree what sir is saying, that these things happen. But what is the reason for this happening? First of all is the unawareness of the general public on the product they are holding. Unko, can I, for a mixed language, I'm just sharing this, that most of the people who buy their policies, they are not even aware of the terms and conditions, what are there in the policy. And I think that's the responsibility of the seller, be it a bank, be it a online platform, or be it your advisor. So when you are a consumer, right? आप सब कुछ चॉइसेस करते हैं, अपने कपड़े समझ के पहनते हैं, अपनी चीजें खरीदते हैं. तो जब आप पॉलिसी लेने जाते हैं, तो जो ये आपको सेल कर रहा है, आप उसके ऊपर क्यों नहीं एम्फेसिस देते कि वो आपको टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन समझा रहा है या नहीं समझा रहा. आपकी कितनी ट्रांसपेरेंसी है उस सेल में. आपको एक डॉक्यूमेंट मिलता है सर, जब भी कोई पॉलिसी लेता है एक डॉक्यूमेंट मिलता है और उसमें बहुत क्लियरली टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस लिखे होते हैं. मेरे साथ भी ऐसे एक्सपीरियंसेस हुए हैं, मेरे कई क्लेम सेटल नहीं हुए, बट उसमें गलती किसकी है? गलती है न्यू एडवांसमेंट, टेक्नोलॉजी आ रही है, देखिए आगे things are improving. I'm just sharing how many doctors are using robotic surgery. Is the insurance policy covering robotic surgery? It's a new technique.
Absolutely. Valid points. Ms. Kohli will have to wrap it up there. Once again, we'd like to thank you, Shalini Kohli, and Professor Sriram Khanna for joining us, taking out the time to discuss this with us, giving us your perspective.